was celebrating anniversary. Is that what it looked like?
Was I? Although I do tell restaurants it's our anniversary. Quite a bit. You know, when you make a reservation online, you can put like notes.
Yeah.
Are you celebrating anything? And I always go, yeah, it's our anniversary, because they don't know us. And and they'll give you the best table. Sometimes they'll bring out a dessert. They brought out like a brownie. They write happy anniversary like in chocolate on the And then there was this Japanese restaurant. They came out with, you know, those candles that sparkle high.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's an ongoing scam that we run.
Please take your seats. School is now in session.
Welcome to Homeschooled Podcast.
Homeschool.
The Homeschool Podcast. Why? Because he was homeschooled.
It's time to document the journey. Welcome back to Homeschool Podcast. It's Augustino Zoida. Thank you guys so much for being here. We know you got a lot of options for podcasts. I want to welcome you back, everyone, and I want to welcome back James Creviston. Always great to have you on, sir. And, you did the first one of these where, we're going to talk some Oscar nominations. We're all the way up to 1996. We're moving. We just had our Oscars, our 2022 Oscars, which, I don't want to make this episode about that because I'm sure, it's enough of people talking about it already. It's like, dude, what happened to Ukraine? You guys don't give a fuck anymore? You guys took
if Will Smith slaps Ukraine or
forget it.
Then we got something.
Forget it. Something. If you put a Ukraine flag on Will Smith, people's head will explode. They won't even know what to do, hate him or love him. I love talking shit about people. I just absolutely I love getting a shock in people. I go once. You know what's
I love
funny?
your roast of the day thing that you do, the roasting.
Roast
Friday.
The Friday roast. Yeah. I got like 3 good ones in on the Oscars this last week. I didn't want to just do Will Smith because everyone was talking about it, and I didn't even address the slap.
Yeah.
But I did address that he has no balls.
No, he has them, but they're in Jada's purse.
Yeah. He just doesn't have them anymore. He has them. Right. It's like Davy Jones's heart. Someone else has them. It's locked away in a chest somewhere. Yeah, dude. I think you nailed it on the head. I think that, these Scientology people are weird. I think they're held on like this high pedestal, and they're probably owned, if not controlled or partnered with some of the most powerful people that run the world.
Yeah.
And you just kind of get a sense. I mean, my wife said when we were watching the Oscars, she goes, I don't know how you can hate me, how you can make me hate Will Smith so quickly, because we love him.
Right.
We love his movies. He's so great. But instantly you got a little view of who he really is. And we were like, oh, this whole time it's a fake. And, and then what bothered me even more is like his son tweeted and said like, that's how we do it. That just goes to show you how he runs his family.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's having some mental health issues. Obviously he feels emasculated with what's been going on. But it's like, she seems like, I'm not even going to mention her name because I'm keeping her name out my mouth. But she's...
I don't care. I'll say it. Bring it, Will. Bring it.
Yeah.
You'll be going back to West Philadelphia a whole different way. I love you, but you smack my boy Chris Rock, who I love more than any other comedian. So no, dude, you can't be doing that. That dude changed my entire life. Chris Rock did. He's the reason I started comedy. So no, sorry, bro.
Yeah,
I will come at Will Smith.
They seem like a very snooty, privileged. They hold their household. I guarantee you, they think of their household as a kingdom.
Yes.
Of
course.
It's like a gang, dude, and Scientology, I think is, I think there's
is
some
it proven that they
people.
are Scientologists?
They're Scientologists.
Is it proven? Because I've looked it up and there's like no proof. Like nobody's ever like, there's nothing saying for sure. Because that's what I thought it was too. I was like, oh, this is one of those. Because I know they own a school that only employs Scientologist teachers and that teaches Scientology principles.
I mean, they may have taken everything off the internet after that incident.
Yeah.
But Scientology, yeah, exactly. Dude, they'll do that shit. Like, he's with Disney.
Yeah.
Like, Disney don't like that shit. Disney does not like a poor image, even if it's not about the character, even if it's just the actor. He's got that Welcome to Earth documentary with them, and he's the genie.
Yeah.
If there were talks of him being in a Genie Part 2, I can almost guarantee it's not going to happen now, unless it sizzles. But anyway, before we
1996.
before we get into it, I want to let everybody know I got a couple of LA spots. I'm getting ready to do a taping / recording at the end of May 21st in Paso Robles. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm going back to this brewery that I often do in Paso Robles, and I'm going to tape it, dude. I'm taking Kevin Lyons and the THM Productions crew, and what I want to do is, like, I want to film a special, but at the very least, I'm going to get footage, because more than anything, I want to film a documentary, and that I want this special to be more released to, I'm not concerned with the streaming monsters. I'm concerned with the festivals. I'd like to get attention in festivals, and it would be almost like a special / documentary. But at the very least, the entire audio will be my next album.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting ready for that, and getting as many spots as I possibly can, and then also headlining as much as I possibly can. So I am in Vegas this weekend. If you guys are listening to this right now, April 8th. It's a Friday. And the show is technically at 11:59 p.m. because otherwise it would be April 9th. But it's a midnight showcase in Las Vegas at the Stratosphere. I'm working with some great comics, Jack Jr., Vincent O'Shana, hilarious dudes. Really close personal friends of mine from the past, like guys that I would consider my brothers. And I haven't been to Vegas with them in 8-10 years. And it's probably, ever since we've gotten closer together since we all lost a mutual friend of ours. So so I've got that, and check my tour dates, guys. AugustinoComedian.com. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, I'm at the Dime Bar, Adam Hunter's room. I'm doing Nightcap in Burbank on that Saturday. This Saturday I come back. I got the following Monday back at the Haha. And then besides that, guys, for those of you that don't live in LA, I got some tour dates coming at you. I will be in Bakersfield, California. There's a brand new comedy club there called The Well, and I will be headlining it Saturday, April 30th. After that, I head to Detroit, Michigan. I will be there May 15th. It's a one-nighter. And then after that, come to Paso Robles and watch the taping, guys. It's going to sell out pretty damn quick. Tickets are available at Augustino Comedian or homeschooledpod.com. All right.
Where are you going to be in Detroit? Like, what's the place?
I'm technically in Ferndale, which is very close to Detroit. It's just not a bigger city. It's not as big a city that people would know. But yeah, I'm going to be in Ferndale at a brewery called Brooks Brewery.
There you go.
Yeah, everything's on their website for more
That's
details.
awesome.
It's in Ferndale. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna talk about 1996 Oscar-nominated films, but before I do that, James, I want to let you know one other thing, and we need your vote, and I need all the listeners' votes, and I need your vote, James. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So if you've been following on Instagram, my close friend Kevin and I do a segment which was formerly the Rewatchables, but unfortunately we had a whatever you call it, a cease and desist, because there is a very popular podcast I did not know called The Rewatchables already. So we, even though mine is not a podcast, it's a video segment. It's not a podcast. Right. But so we had to change the name, and we have changed it to The Movie Stash.
Yeah.
If you don't know the idea of the show, they're 5-minute tops episodes on Instagram and YouTube, and we will very quickly review a movie that the other person has forced us to watch. So at the end, we play a movie trivia, and if Kevin wins, he will pick a movie from his movie stash to make me watch, and then I will review it the following week, and he will ask me, is this getting added to your movie stash, yes or no? So that's the idea. So it's a movie trivia / review, and it's funny.
That sounds awesome.
Yes, it's great. So we did something a little bit different. It's not out yet. It'll be out probably tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And you guys can find it on my Instagram. We did the Movie Stash, the Draft Edition. This was a special edition to honor Mr. Bruce Willis in his announcement that he's retiring. It's very, very sad. And I think that people kind of are talking like he's dead, but he's not dead. He does have a disease that will, it's what I'm doing right now. It keeps you, it keeps you from having trouble communicating. A lot of people get it
too.
who have had a stroke, speaking, remembering, and that would be really hard for acting. And I hope that he just takes the rest of his life to enjoy it, live it up, and speech therapy and all that stuff.
And just come back and do one movie when I get famous, Bruce. Whatever movie I write for you, you come do one movie, action movie. You can be you can be meaner to me than you were to Kevin Smith. I don't care, but you come and you do the movie because you're like one of my favorites.
Dude, Bruce Willis is awesome, and he okay. So here's what. And by the way, like if you look at his IMDb, he has like 10 movies in post already. So we haven't seen the last of them.
No.
So anyway, okay, so yeah, Bruce Willis is awesome, and I would like to... So here's what the draft is. The draft was, instead of us doing a movie review, we got to draft 5 Bruce Willis movies each.
Ooh,
of course, there was a trivia question to find out who goes first, because whoever goes first, of course, has the upper hand.
Right, you're going to pick Die Hard first.
Right? Yeah, you're going to pick Die Hard first. So I have my list of 5, he has his list of 5, and there's no winner in this episode yet, because we were going to let the audience decide.
Okay.
All right. So Kevin won the trivia, and then he goes first, and he chose, of course, Die Hard.
Of course.
So Kevin's list is Die Hard, and then it's Armageddon.
Yep.
And then it's Fifth Element.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Also one of my favorite directors who did that. Okay.
This is a very good Kevin list. And then he did Die Hard with a Vengeance, which is part 3.
Okay.
In his defense, I will agree with what he's saying. He's saying it's the best Die Hard sequel.
Oh, it is the best Die Hard sequel.
1000%.
Yes. Okay.
And then his 5th movie was 12 Monkeys.
No Pulp Fiction. Did you get Pulp Fiction then?
Okay, so that's his list.
Okay.
My list is Pulp Fiction.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Unbreakable.
Yeah. Okay.
The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
The Kid.
Rough. Okay.
And Sin City.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like this is a very even list.
No, I think doing The Kid might be the one where I'm like,
That's where I lost it.
I would have went Death Wish, or I would have maybe went. Let's see. I would have maybe even went Live Free and Die Hard if I was going to go wild with that. But yeah, Sin City, you won me back over. Maybe even Bandits. Like Bandits is a great movie.
I was going to go Blind Date just to give more of a variety in my list.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like a rom-com.
Yeah, that would have been weird. Or The Last Boy Scout. Neither of you picked The Last Boy Scout, which is one of his best movies.
I've never seen it.
Die Hard.
I've never seen it.
Are you kidding me?
No,
It's got Damon Wayans in it too. It's freaking amazing. It opens with the craziest opening scene of any movie I've ever seen. Shane Black blows your mind right away. You're like, whoa, what happened here?
I've never
It's
seen
a football scene. There's this football game, and then the dude, he catches the ball, he runs on the field, then he makes a touchdown, pulls out a gun, and shoots himself.
Oh, geez, dude.
And it's like the beginning of the movie, and you're like, what? It's like you're like 2 minutes into the film.
He had a gun on his person?
He had a gun, yeah. And I think he also shoots another football player as he's running, and then he shoots himself, and then that's where the movie picks up, because this is what it says: a private detective's protective female witness is murdered, prompting him and the victim's boyfriend to investigate the crime that leads to a corrupt politician and a crooked football team owner. And that's the beginning of it's wild, dude. It's so good. It's one of those movies that when it came out, people are like, wait, what? And I believe Shane Black wrote it. He also wrote the first Lethal Weapon, and he wrote
interesting.
stuff. Shane Black is an amazing writer. So that movie just, man, that would have been one. It would have probably been Die Hard, Last Boy Scout, Pulp Fiction, Armageddon, and then maybe The Fifth Element. I like The Fifth Element, but I only like The Fifth Element because it's a Luc Besson movie, right? Didn't Luc Besson direct that movie?
That's a good list too.
Yeah,
that's a good list too. And then everyone's saying the same thing you're saying. Like my group of friends are like, I lost it with The Kid.
Yeah,
Other
The Kid is the one where
pretty even. See, I kind of feel that I say if I lose, it's not because of The Kid. It's because he got to choose Die Hard.
Oh well, Okay, but he also got 2 diehards though,
Yeah.
right? So that's, I mean, really, in that, well, he already beat you twice. And then he picked the most gut-wrenching, heartwarming, tug on your heartstrings Bruce Willis movie ever made, Armageddon.
Yeah, it's a great
right?
one. It's a great
Where he
one.
sacrifices his life, he leaves his daughter with Ben Affleck, which is awesome.
Hey, listen, spoiler alert.
Look, if you haven't seen it, it was like 1993 or something.
I know.
Wasn't it like 1988?
No, so like my whole thing with the kid is, first of all, I think the kid is a great movie. It's a great light family film. I think it's very, very funny and emotional.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, men, women, and children could enjoy it. And I just thought that it would add to my list, which had a lot of heavy, darkness to it. So, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Armageddon is great. I didn't even remember it. Of course, he picked it second.
Yeah, dude, that would have been my second. Like, Death Wish or Die Hard first, then definitely Armageddon, then something else. After that.
Yeah.
Probably another Die Hard. And
so your vote is that Kevin won.
I think Kevin got the better picks of Bruce Willis movies.
Okay.
I think had you not picked the kid, you could have been tied.
Okay.
Had you picked something else, even if you would pick the remake of Death Wish, right, which is one of my favorite Charles Bronson movies.
Yeah.
If you would have picked that might have even put you up. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's just a remake. It's stupid. It's like, he brought his own spin on it.
It was
Vincent
entertaining.
D'Onofrio was his brother in the movie, and it's amazing.
No, yeah,
it's
it was entertaining. I just didn't want to choose a remake, and I didn't want to choose something that new, where we're talking Bruce Willis and I wanted some of his epic, classics. Yeah, I mean, dude,
you could have went Moonlighting then.
So listen, these two lists really show the personalities of me and Kevin. Like, I'm all about that artsy writing, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Pulp Fiction. I mean, my top 3 for me are like mind blowing for myself. So
Pulp Fiction's like one of my top 10 movies of all time. Anyways,
yeah, me too.
It only gets beat by Reservoir Dogs because Reservoir Dogs is the first Tarantino movie I ever saw, and it blew my mind how amazing you could do with such a limited budget, such a limited space. It was amazing. Yeah,
I want to do another draft. I'm gonna do drafts every now and then, and we're gonna do Tarantino movies. We're gonna do best comedies of all time, best rom-coms of all time. I'm gonna do lists every now and then. So this one was in honor of Bruce Willis, and so I need everybody listening to vote. And you can vote there's several ways you can vote. You can go on my Instagram and vote. You can go on Twitter and vote. Or you can message me directly by going to homeschooledpod.com and click on contact. Just cast your vote. So if you come across the actual video, which should be out tomorrow, you can actually comment in it, Kevin's list or Ago's list or whatever you guys want to say, and I'll get those.
And I'm sorry, Augustino. Kevin is the movie guy. Like,
no, don't apologize. Yeah, that's all right. So speaking of movies,
I would have lost to him too. By the way, I would have lost to him too.
Hey, the people shall speak. The people shall speak. I think it's close enough to have a race. I don't think.
I know, but I think the kid is what is going to get everyone. Everyone's going to go, what? That's the movie?
Because look how dark my list is. Unbreakable, The Sixth Sense, and Pulp Fiction.
Bruce Willis is America's dad. It's America's badass as your dad.
When was the last time you saw The Kid?
We probably would have came out.
How old are your kids now?
One just got her driver's permit, 15 and a half and 12. So yeah.
Dude, you got to watch it with the family.
I know. I probably should, but my kids will be like, this is stupid. I'd rather watch The Natural.
They so will not say it's stupid, dude. They won't. Dude, I'm going to tell you a little secret. This is not a secret because it's a podcast. And I already said it, I think, on the other podcast. I still cry at the end of The Kid. No, it's emotional, dude.
There are some movies that are just like that.
It's a Disney movie magic, and by the way, if anybody wants to watch it, it is on Disney Plus. I watched it recently, and I own it on VHS. I saw it with my dad in theaters when I was a kid, and
that is why.
And it's about Bruce Willis is visited by himself as a child, and he addresses with what made him who he is and what's wrong with him and why is he depressed, and he goes back to fix where it started when he was a little kid. And it's like we just had that movie on Netflix with Ryan Reynolds, The Adam Project.
Oh yeah, The Adam Project,
which is like a sci-fi ripoff of that, because that's basically 100%. What it is. They're doing that a lot.
Yeah, that movie was okay.
It's
it was
okay.
It was very much a Ryan Reynolds says all the crazy things that Ryan Reynolds says in a movie, and then we threw in a lightsaber and some invisible ships.
It's like
it
Guardians of the
Star
Galaxy and the Kid.
Yeah,
combined.
And Star Wars, because he has a freaking lightsaber, for goodness sake.
There was a lot of stuff in that movie that I was like, this is stolen from another movie, and it's definitely not original, but it was entertaining. And then I saw Uncharted also, which is basically National Treasure, but not as good.
Well, yeah, but it was based on a video game, which was basically, So, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see. It's fun to see Uncharted. Yeah,
it's fun. Okay,
so we're in 96.
1996. Right? Here's what's nominated for Best Picture. We've got Braveheart, Apollo 13.
Good movie.
I love when a movie is based off of non-fiction. Based off of fiction.
Based off of non-fiction. Two non-fiction movies.
Yeah. Braveheart, Apollo 13, Babe, The Postman.
Is that the pig?
Yes.
That's the talking pig movie, right?
Yes, Babe. And Sense and Sensibility. Sense and Sensibility, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, the other one was The Postman, the Kevin Costner movie. It doesn't get enough love, by the way. If you hate on The Postman, I'm sorry, but I do enjoy that film.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's about a postman in the post-apocalyptic future who it's Waterworld, but with horses and he's basically the same character, but it's on land with a horse instead of a boat.
And it's Kevin Costner also.
It's Kevin Costner as well. Yes,
okay.
It's 100%. He made like those two movies like back to back, like because Waterworld got some acclaim. But it also got like people like, oh, this is stupid. I love Waterworld. I saw my grandma in theaters. I think I probably watch it once a year. It's one of those movies where I'm just like, this is amazing that somebody can make this film.
I like it too. I remember watching it when I was like the age of the little girl in it. That's how young I was. And then I watched it like a year ago, and it's still awesome. And last week I went to Universal Studios, and they still have the Waterworld show, which is still the best part of Universal Studios.
The best part. Thank you.
Like, you guys cannot get rid of what is it, 30 years old, that movie? That's the best part. That show is like unbeatable.
It's amazing because it's Mad Max in the ocean. Mm-hmm. That's literally what it is.
Yes.
And you're like, this is amazing.
Yes.
And everyone, if you don't love Mad Max, then I can't be your friend because that doesn't make sense. Like, that movie's awesome.
That's a good way of putting it. Speaking of Mad Max, so Braveheart won that year.
It makes sense. Apollo 13 probably was very close, but that movie can be, it can really get to you. Like, there are moments in that film where you go, I don't know if I can watch this anymore. I think I might need to turn this off. Like, it's too much, but it's such a good film. And then, all the great scenes for Mel Gibson are in Braveheart,
Yeah. The most famous lines and everything.
Yeah.
Of these, I've seen Braveheart, Apollo 13, and Babe. I have not seen The Postman. I have not seen Sense and Sensibility. I don't even know who's in Sense and Sensibility.
Unwillingly seen Sense and Sensibility. My wife is an English major, and she loves all of those kinds of movies like that. So
what is the Sense and Sensibility about?
It's I get them all mixed up. It's a British movie written by. It's based on a book by. It's
with Emma Thompson.
Yeah, it's the old version, right? And it's written by Jane Austen. It's an old Jane Austen novel. They make a bunch of Jane Austen novels into movies all the time.
I should check that out.
No, maybe for a date night, I guess. I mean, it's
very chick flicky.
Oh yeah, 100%. All Jane Austen novels are like that. You're gonna have like Sense and Sensibility. Pride and Prejudice. No, that's different. But
I know it's a different person, but I just
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice.
It's just that Nicholas Sparks was geared. A lot of his books were geared toward.
It's very much if Nicholas Sparks was a woman in the 1800s and wrote books. Yes, 1000%.
Or what's the woman that Nora Ephron?
Nora Ephron, yeah.
I actually like Nora Ephron.
Makes a lot of good comedies too.
Yeah.
So hers are easier to digest.
She passed away, didn't she?
Did she really?
I thought she did. A couple of years ago. I thought like maybe right after.
I will cry if that's true. You're right.
When?
Oh,
like actually longer than we think.
2012.
Yeah.
Way longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Probably like
that is
a couple of years after You Got Mail Part 2.
When Harry Met Sally, which is fantastic, one of the best ones.
Yeah.
And Bewitched. She
Harry Met Sally is on my rom-com draft for sure.
That is 100. You'd have to 100% have to put that on that movie. So, all right.
I will say that I think that the Oscars got it correct as far as giving it to Braveheart. I would say that a very close Apollo 13, I think is definitely a rewatchable, something that holds up, very entertaining, even though it's a completely bullshit story. But
we never went to the moon.
We never went to the moon, but it's very entertaining and very dramatic and very good.
It's great propaganda.
Yes. Braveheart is definitely more realistic and is actually written off of real characters.
William Wallace, right? But we don't know for sure how real that is.
It's true.
Historically accurate, yeah.
That's true. Let's talk about Babe. I'm a little surprised it's nominated. At the time, it was a movie that everyone was talking about because it was like the first talking animal kids movie that also adults could watch. Maybe.
Yeah, there are some funny lines and whatever, and then everyone would also go around saying "That'll do, pig. That'll do." That was like a big.
We still say that.
We still say it. Yeah, I say it.
If anybody ever says "That'll do," you follow it by "pig."
But pig, yeah, 100%.
If you go, "That'll do," that'll do, pig. You even do it in the accent.
Yeah.
Of what's his name? James Cromwell.
Yeah, the farmer.
Yeah. By the way, James Cromwell nominated for Best Supporting Actor from Babe. He's supporting.
Babe is the lead.
That's true.
How would you like to be the lead? How would you like to be the supporting actor behind an animal, bro? That's all right. Coming to the stage, your headliner, Babe.
Yeah. The feature was me.
I just did 20 minutes for a pig.
For a pig. And then the crowd way loves the pig more than me.
Yeah, they love the pig.
So James
Cromwell. Did you hear the joke where it's like, oh, it's hilarious.
James Cromwell was nominated, did not win. Also nominated for supporting actor is Ed Harris for Apollo 13. Brad Pitt for 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
And Tim Roth for Rob Roy, which I've never seen.
I saw a long time ago.
And the winner went to Kevin Spacey for The Usual Suspects. Which I've also never seen. Yeah. Yes.
What?
Never seen it.
That's like the movie. Like everyone, if you're a movie guy, that is the movie you have to see. The storytelling alone in that film is fantastic.
Really?
And after you watch it the first time, it's not as fantastic. I mean, it's still fantastic, but
okay.
You watch it the first time, and you're like, wait, what?
So are you saying it should have been nominated for Best Picture and it wasn't?
100%. Yeah, that's a great film. Great film. Yeah,
I have not seen 12 Monkeys, but it's been recently added to my next up list.
It's good. It's hard. It's kind of dark and weird. I don't know. It's okay. It's not.
It's Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt, right?
Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt, but it's like they're not playing normal Bruce Willis Brad Pitt roles. At least Brad Pitt wasn't, anyways. I don't know. It's okay, but it's just
okay.
I couldn't tell you the story because I was like, I don't.
You do realize that's on Kevin's list.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis list.
Yeah, I know. It's
and I still lose.
It's a good movie.
You're saying
what? Two diehards, bro. And Armageddon. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you're right. So
I think did you say Fifth Element too? I mean, come on, dude. Like Fifth Element. Chris Tucker in that movie. Kills it. So.
So for Best Actor nominations, you got Richard Dreyfuss for The Holland Opus. I never saw that.
Mr. Holland's Opus. Yeah, it's okay, man.
Although I do like Richard Dreyfuss. Anthony Hopkins was nominated for Nixon. Sean Penn was nominated for The Dead Man Walking, which I think is a great film, and I think he does a great job in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it should have been nominated, although I could have understood if it was. I mean, over Babe, I would at least understand how it's in the mix.
Yeah.
Massimo Troisi. Oh, that's the actor from The Postman.
Yeah.
And the winner goes to Nicolas Cage for Leaving Las Vegas.
That's a good movie.
It's an interesting choice. I can see
why. I don't know if he should have won for that over, especially
Sean Penn
or Anthony Hopkins or Sean Penn.
Yeah,
he was very. I mean, we know what Nick Cage does. That's why there's a whole movie of him playing Nick Cage in a movie coming out. You know what I'm saying? Nick Cage is the same in every movie.
Yeah.
Except for the only movie that he's not the same is in Raising Arizona. Other than that, he's always Nick Cage in every other single movie. Raising Arizona is the only.
What about Moonstruck?
No, he's still Nick Cage. Very much Nick Cage in that movie. Raising Arizona is the only movie that he's not that you would go, that's Nick Cage. That's really? That's Nick Cage? Well, that's weird. That's a watch with my wife, and she's like, that's Nick Cage. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, he's not being Nick Cage. I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point.
I gotta tell
amazing.
you, I understand why Leaving Las Vegas is not nominated for Best Picture.
Oh yeah, of course.
Watched it, and I to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but I didn't finish it. And
it's okay.
Yeah, it's just too much weirdness and oddness and abuse, which I'll take that stuff if it's worth it. I didn't find it worth it. I ended up turning it off. Best Actress winner goes to Susan Sarandon for Dead Man Walking. Okay, I'm down with that. You also got Elizabeth Shue for Leaving Las Vegas.
She actually should have won that, I think.
Yeah, that was I could see that. Sharon Stone for Casino didn't win. Meryl Streep for The Bridges of Madison County, and then Emma Thompson for Sense and Sensibility.
I do not like The Bridges of Madison County. I was forced to watch it one time, and I absolutely hated that movie, and that's sad. Funny thing about Sharon Stone and Casino, my history teacher in high school was in Casino. He's in the snow scene and in that scene where they shoot and then the flash to the big wedding party thing. He's in the scenes, and he used to show it to us at the beginning of every year.
Hey everybody, this is me.
I'm watching his, he's like, I was in this movie, and you're like, and you see him, and you're like, oh, there he is. Okay, yeah.
And the principal walks by. He's like, all right, turn it off.
Yeah. Actually, I think we did so well in one thing. He like let us watch the whole movie one time in school. It was awesome.
That is awesome. So let's do director and move on from this year. So best director nominations, you got Babe, Dead Man Walking, Leaving Las Vegas, Postman, and Braveheart. And it goes to Mel Gibson, Braveheart. Yeah. That was, I think that they got it right.
Yeah. I can get behind all of those, to be fair.
So for
Are we going 95 or 97?
So that was 96, so we're going to go 97. But so from these years, suggesting I watch The Postman?
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Do you like Waterworld?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you'll like it. It's a little post-apocalyptic. It's that kind of weird.
And you suggested that I watch Usual Suspects, right?
Yes, 1000%.
Okay.
Kevin Spacey. Okay, barring everything else that Kevin Spacey's done, right? All the stuff. That is a great film with him, and he plays an amazing role in that film. And that movie is just so good. It's so good.
Okay. I've got 1997 here.
All right.
Here's what's nominated for Best Picture in 1997. The English Patient, Fargo, Jerry Maguire, Secrets and Lies, Shine.
I don't think I've seen Secrets and Lies or Shine, but I've seen the other three. And not a fan of The English Patient. Very slow and boring and depressing.
I have never seen The English Patient, but it won.
Yeah, I think I do remember that, and I think people were mad because Fargo is a much better movie.
Of these, I've only ever seen Fargo.
Oh, you never seen Jerry Maguire? Show Me the Money.
I've never seen Jerry Maguire.
That's a great Cuba Gooding Jr. That role.
I only know,
and Renee Zellweger were amazing in that. They carried that movie. Tom Cruise did not carry that movie. That was definitely carried by Cuba Gooding.
And I'll tell you the truth, he's probably the reason I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I don't like Tom Cruise movies.
Okay, I can give you that. The other two
fucking Scientologist, bro.
Dude, if you're basically on not watching a movie with Scientologists, you're probably never gonna watch a movie then, because I guarantee you there's at least one in every movie.
So the
whole crew of that '70s show, weren't they all Scientologists?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think I remember that. Like they're all Scientologists, something like that. So that's what you're.
Well, I know that Donna, which I don't know the real actress's name.
Deborah Pepron.
No. Yes. No. That's the mom.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So I know that she is currently married to Ben Foster, who is like one of my favorite actors. He's fucking great. I don't know if they're Scientologists.
I thought she was a Scientologist. I'm gonna Google that.
If he's a Scientologist, I'm gonna have to remove him from one of my favorite actors list.
I'll be very sad. Laura Prepron. I was half correct.
Oh yeah. Similar.
Laura Prepron. And I'm pretty sure she is. I'm pretty sure like a whole bunch of those people in there.
Even Topher Grace?
Not Topher Grace. I think it's like Danny Masterson.
Oh, that I can see 100%.
And then a couple people I believe are. I mean, I'll double check. I don't know.
If Topher Grace was a Scientologist, he would be in Venom Part 9 by now.
Yeah, of course.
But no,
Yeah.
they were like, get out of here, kid.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that this is one of the classic Oscar moments that I always talk about where they get it wrong and the movie that won is not the movie that we continue to watch it over and over again. Because The English Patient, I've never seen it, and you're saying, based off of what you're saying, you probably wouldn't watch it again. And people don't talk about it. You don't hear about people talking about it.
Fargo got a TV series, for goodness sake.
That's what I was just going to say. Fargo got a TV series. I've never seen Jerry Maguire, but I heard you still hear people talk about it. You still Show Me the Money line is still. Yeah. I mean, if anything about you or something is mentioned in The Office, you know how epic it is. So, but I'm going to say Fargo is a rewatchable. Fargo is something that's like, it still holds up as a great movie. Funny.
And what's her name?
Dry
has
funny.
Like the best accent in that movie. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You just say you can't help it. You're like, this movie's fantastic.
Frances McDormand.
Yeah, Frances McDormand.
I like her.
Yeah.
So I've never seen The English Patient, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I bet you they got it wrong. I will add Jerry Maguire to my list.
You should. I get it. I get that you don't want to support that, but it's just one of those things where it's like,
it's not about not supporting Scientology as much as I tend to dislike the actor, and then I find out later they're usually Scientologists. I don't like Tom Cruise. Like I'm not a fan of his movies.
There's a lot of people that you're never gonna want to watch movies from because there's like lists.
Oh, I'm sure.
Long,
and it's not. I'm just joking. It's not because of Scientology. Yeah, I just like, dude. Every Tom Cruise movie I've seen, I was not impressed with him.
So you're not gonna watch the new Top Gun?
I've never seen the original Top Gun. Yeah, dude. Who cares about Tom Cruise?
That's offensive, bro. No,
I mean,
Iceman. It's about Iceman.
Val Kilmer, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm willing to give it a try for Val Kilmer, but it's like
so good.
You know who else bothers the shit out of me? Not that they're in this movie. George Clooney.
I can get. He feels too smug. He feels too smug.
If he's in a movie, it's a sure tell it's not going to be good. If he has anything to do with the movie, it's probably going to be bad.
I'm going to go look up George Clooney movies and see if you're right. Like, I want to see if any of those are. I'm like, yeah, I would watch that again.
George Clooney movie that I like, and it's Gravity, and he dies in like the first 10 minutes. I don't think. I mean, you're gonna say Ocean's 11, but I don't like that movie.
No, I've seen the original one. No, dude, are you kidding me? There's the one that has freaking Frank Sinatra in it. You can't do better than that.
He's boring as shit. He's dry. He has no acting. He's no outrageous.
Okay,
you know.
I have one movie that I like him in.
Michael.
From Dusk Till Dawn. No, From Dusk Till Dawn, dude.
Okay.
Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez, vampires, all that stuff, dude. That movie's amazing.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he's only okay in that movie. He's not great.
But you've got. So when we're talking about Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer, yes, I fucking love Val Kilmer, but I also absolutely love Tom Hardy. But if you have Tom Hardy in a movie with Tom Cruise, or if you have Tom Hardy in a movie with George Clooney, I have to go, how much do I want to waste my time? It's 50-50.
But Top Gun is one of those like epic known movies. It's like a movie that everyone knows and everyone's seen. It's in the public conscious.
I'll try. I mean, I've seen Cocktail. I've seen War of the Worlds, which I think is...
Oh, gosh, no. Wow.
Like a horrible movie. The only thing good that came out of that is the giant fucking plane that's still on Universal's backlot that you can go see.
Yeah.
Like a real plane.
Get it out, I think. I can get it out.
Yeah, I mean, you guys bought a 747. Like, it's going to stay there for...
Yeah.
I just don't like
the
him.
movie that he did with...
Rain Man... I like.
John Krasinski, the one he did with John Krasinski's wife, where they keep repeating time, is pretty good too.
Who?
I like that movie. Tom Cruise, Live Die Repeat. What's that movie called?
Oh, I don't know.
Whatever.
So I will add to my list Jerry Maguire, and I'm going to say Fargo should have won that year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Best actor that year, Jeffrey Rush won for Shine. Tom Cruise was nominated for Jerry Maguire. Ralph Fiennes for English Patient. Woody Harrelson was nominated for The People vs. Larry Flint. And then Billy Bob Thornton for Sling Blade.
I love Sling Blade. Okay? I'm not kidding you when I say that. I absolutely love that movie. Billy Bob Thornton is amazing in that film. It's a little unknown film that he did, or like that kind of brought him back to popularity. but that movie rules. I've seen it a dozen times at least. And I like my French fried potatoes.
All right, supporting actor. You've got Armin Mueller-Stahl for Shine, Edward Norton for Primal Fear, James Woods for Ghost of Mississippi, and you've got William H. Macy for Fargo, which I think that he should have won, but he did not. It went to Cuba Gooding Jr. for Jerry Maguire.
Which is what I said.
And you agree with that.
Cuba Gooding Jr. carried that movie.
You say they got that right.
Yeah, he carried the movie. William H. Macy would have been the second pick. Had Cuba Gooding Jr. not been in that movie, yes, he should have won.
I got you, bro. I'm added to the list. What do you say we do? Let me see what's on here. I think this is a good year to fucking do. Let's end it on 1998, bro.
Oh,
so,
I like 98.
I always forget. I was just reading the 97s going, this seems like a weak year. Or,
Not really.
But I'm like, I thought that there was a ton of great movies made in 97. There are. So the Oscars would be in 98.
Yeah.
All right. 1998, dude. An epic year. Best Picture nominations. As good as it gets.
Great film.
The Full Monty.
Good film.
The Titanic.
Ugh.
Good Will Hunting.
Yes.
L.A. Confidential.
Great film as well. I know that Titanic won.
Yeah.
But they robbed Good Will Hunting because that is one of the best movies of all time. Robin Williams is amazing in that film. It's the movie that made me love Matt Damon. So Matt Damon and Ben Affleck murdered that movie. It's an amazing film. I cry. That's the movie that makes you. The other movie that makes you cry. That's the movie that makes me cry every single time.
Yeah.
So, and
me too, bro.
You get the best. You get the apples line.
Yeah.
How about them apple? I mean, come on, dude. Like, and he also quotes some of my favorite historical history writers. When he calls out the dude, I'm like, I know that guy. I've read that book. I know that guy. I'm like, oh, it warms my heart. It's one of my favorite movies.
I love.
And I see Minnie Driver at the Agoura Hills movie theater and said hi to her. And she was very sweet.
Wait, to who?
Minnie Driver. She's
okay, gotcha.
Girlfriend
Yeah. No, I like her in that too.
I love her. I love her because of that movie. So
she's awesome. Dude, I love everything about Good Will Hunting. I love absolutely everything about it. Doing these lists that I've been doing, I have found that Robin Williams is nominated much more than I thought he was, and much earlier than I thought. I thought that his breakout was Good Will Hunting, but no, he was. No. Nominated for Best Actor quite often.
Patch Adams's
That's
breakout?
his. No, I don't think so. I think he the Fisher King.
Oh, Good Morning Vietnam.
He was nominated for a lot of things. So
yeah, okay.
But I love everything about Good Will Hunting. I love that Robin Williams is in it. I love his character. I love that he's a psychologist or therapist or whatever that is not your typical therapist. He keeps it real as fuck, and he puts Matt Damon in his place a bunch. Yeah. I love Matt Damon in it. I love Ben Affleck in it. I love the fact that the two of them wrote it together. Yeah. I love that Ben Affleck's brother is in it. Yeah. Casey Affleck. It's so just good. So good. So
their
for me,
accents are atrocious, though. Their accents are atrocious.
Right? Their acting.
No, their accents. Aren't you from Boston?
No, I'm not from Boston, but I lived in Boston a bunch,
but aren't their accents atrocious? Because that's where they're supposed to be from.
I wouldn't say they're atrocious because Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are from Boston.
But I think they lost their accents along the way, so they try to do it. And it's like,
maybe.
There are times where you realize...
They may have tried to ham it up a little.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Okay, so I think with this list, Good Will Hunting and Titanic are definitely at the top. So I know you're not liking the Titanic, but I will say it deserved to be nominated. I will say it is one of the biggest epic movies of its time.
It ruined my dating time because every girl wanted to go see that stupid movie for like a year, and I was like,
I know. I got you there. It's definitely leans. It's not a chick flick, but it leans.
Leonardo DiCaprio, it automatically makes it a chick flick. Unless he gets mauled by a bear, it's a chick flick with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but you see Kate Winslet's tits in it, so it's not 100% a chick flick. I will tell you that I don't think that Titanic is terrible. I think it's good. It's
not rewatchable. It's not rewatchable.
So here's the thing. I think that it holds up till today. I think that every now and then I do feel like putting it on, but it's not that often. It's every 10 years because it is such an epic. I remember seeing it in theaters with my family at the time, and everyone was talking about it at the time. And it is good. There are good moments. The music's good. The acting's good. The big fucking production. I mean, James Cameron's big fucking productions, okay? I'm not going to say the Oscars got it wrong, because I think that was, an entertaining movie.
Right, but
yes,
Good Will Hunting is the better film.
It's true. My choice would have been Good Will Hunting.
Agreed.
But I'm not going to say that Titanic is the wrong choice.
I'll say it for you.
But here's the thing, though. I was actually talking about this at breakfast. I was having coffee with my wife this morning, and we were talking about Avatar 2 is about to come out. Comes out December 16th. And would you like to know, of course, in time for Oscar season.
Of course.
And would you like to know what else comes out on December 16th?
If you say Titanic 2,
no. Hilarious. No. Shazam.
He's been making it Titanic 2, the comeback.
No, Shazam Part 2 comes out the same day as Avatar.
Really?
Yeah, which is usually like
why would they
two
do that?
epic movies.
Bro, no offense, I love Zachary Levi.
I love him too.
I love what he did with Shazam. I love that DC hammed it up and totally.
I love Shazam. Right. It's great.
It's the best DC movie.
Yeah, it's one of the better DC movies in the last several years.
Well, can you name a better DC movie?
Yeah. How far back do you want to go?
We'll go.
I think that the entire Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy.
That doesn't count as the DCU, though. That's not.
Okay,
that's
so you're
not,
talking DCU specifically?
Yeah.
I kind of do like Batman versus Superman. I would say I like that movie better than Shazam.
It just takes forever to get anywhere with that movie.
But my style. I like dark, heavy, dramatic.
I know, but it's not that. That part's all great. It just takes forever to get.
So we're talking about two different movies that shouldn't be compared, because
that's true.
I love Shazam also because it is an action fun movie.
Which one would you watch over and over again repeatedly more?
I mean, I have watched both several times, and I think that Batman vs Superman wins. It's just because I'm usually in the mood for stuff like that. That's my genre.
I'm a comedy. See, but we're comedians. I don't know.
I love Ben Affleck, bro. I love Batman.
He was actually a good Batman. I don't care what anyone says.
I love that line where he says, like, "Do you bleed? You will." I love dark shit like that, bro. It's that badass tension.
Yeah, and I do love it. And they did do an homage to the Red Sun thing where they made that happen. So I do like a lot of that, and it did spark something for me. But honestly, dude, Shazam is just more my speed. It's funny. It's quirky,
great.
It's quick.
It's great.
It's very much a quintessential. Could have been a Marvel movie type DC.
And I don't care what anybody says. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh, that's right. It does take place at Christmas. Yeah,
it takes place at Christmas. In the begining, when he's a little boy in the snow and they're playing a Christmas song, and then at the end, there's the Santa Claus who keeps who keeps getting in trouble. But yeah, dude. So anyways, to go back on track, those two movies, Avatar Part 2 and Shazam Part 2, released on the same day. See? Okay, so that was the discussion at coffee this morning, is that...
Feels bad for Shazam. I'm sorry.
You feel bad for Shazam?
100%.
Okay, so hang on a second, dude.
Avatar has an entire ride at Disney, bro.
Okay, but hear me out.
Like an entire world.
Hear me out.
Okay.
I think that it may not be as you think. I don't think it's going to be a big crush as you think. If anything, it'll be close, or if anything, Shazam might win the numbers in the box office that weekend.
Okay.
Do you want to know why?
Okay, I do want to know why.
I think for several reasons. Avatar took way too fucking long to release the second one.
Okay.
Everyone who was psyched out of their mind about Avatar is way too old now. No, that's not true. But there's a whole new generation right now who probably never saw Avatar.
That I 100%.
What did they wait, 10, 15 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
They've been talking about Avatar 2 coming out more than Jesus coming back. They've been like, there's people that are like, Avatar 2 is going to come out soon. They've been saying that for 10 years. It took way too. Here's the other thing. When Avatar 2 came out, the big thing that everybody was talking about was how it looked. The animation. It was groundbreaking at the time. It's not groundbreaking anymore. And people are not going to run to the theaters now to see it. And when Avatar came out, 3D was huge back in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
And it's not anymore. So,
Okay.
I think you may have a nice little race.
Do you know what year Avatar actually came out?
What?
2009, bro.
Dude, I've been doing comedy that long.
All right. Okay. So here is the opening weekend for Shazam, 53,505,326.
Oh, don't even read me Avatar Part 1. That until recently that was the record.
No, not opening weekend though. Was it? Was it opening weekend? It wasn't opening weekend. Opening weekend, 77 million. I honestly think with Disney having its back, right? Disney pushing it. It has a world at Animal Kingdom in Florida, and the rides are spectacular.
Okay.
I think it wins. I think Shazam 2 should have come out the week before. But yeah, it would have to be the week
It's going to be
before. It couldn't
close,
be the week
dude.
after.
It's going to be close. But
It's going to be close. I like both of those. I'll go see both of them for sure.
to tell you the truth, I didn't like Avatar that much. I thought it was really overrated, and it's one of those big, epic James Cameron films, like the Titanic.
Right.
But anyway, so I agree with you that Good Will Hunting is the better movie. Definitely in my movie stash, if you will.
Yeah, same.
Titanic is in my movie stash, but I'm not going to it. That it's too long to watch that often. Like, I haven't seen it in probably 10 years.
It's depressing too. It's
I
depressing.
mean, yeah, it's fucking heavy. It's
Dude,
really sad.
I can't do it, bro.
And I just think about, you don't even want to know the conspiracy theories about the fucking Titanic, bro. I just think about all the shit.
It killed how many millionaires and people of
Yeah.
influential wealth and destroyed entire families and generations of wealth. Yeah, of course. Like,
Yeah.
There is some. You
Well,
know what,
dude,
we should write a movie about that.
Yeah, there was a reason that they were all on there. You know that most of those important people, because there was poor people and then there was important people on there. Most of the important people were given tickets,
Yeah.
invited by one person who last minute didn't go. Okay? And that one person happened to be doing business with all of them in ownerships of banks and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Have you heard this story before?
I haven't, but that it seems logical. Like it seems like a real thing that would be happening.
Yeah.
We write this movie. We write this movie called The Titanic Conspiracy.
Oh, it would be great.
Or a documentary about it. And we just go in search of all the stuff. And then we get James Cameron to take us to the bottom of the ocean and look at the Titanic again.
I'd rather do a movie just because I can make up shit as I go.
No, totally. 100%.
And make it way more entertaining.
We tied it to the Illuminati and some other stuff.
So you know the insurance scam of the Titanic, right?
No.
Okay.
That's the thing.
So,
Dude.
So the
We're about
person,
to go deep, people.
We're about to go deep. So the person that bought the Titanic bought two ships.
Right. I
The
didn't know it had a sister
Titanic
ship.
and what's the sister ship called?
I don't know the name. I can look it, Google it.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my brain. What's it called? As soon as you say it, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah.
Oh, she has two sister ships, Olympic and Britannic.
It's the Olympic.
Yeah.
The Olympic, right?
The Britannic sunk in the Aegean Sea. And then the Titanic sank as well. And then I don't know about the Britannic. I'm trying to find
Okay, so in the beginning it was just the two that this person bought. He bought two.
Yeah.
He bought the Titanic and the Olympic. Okay?
Olympic and Titanic. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So he bought those two, and then he does not insure them. He has them shipped from, I think they came from Europe to the United States. That might not be accurate, but he didn't get the insurance.
No, they are British. They're British ocean liners. Yeah.
So they're not insured after the purchase.
Okay.
Along the way, there's an accident on one of them.
The Olympic, right? Is that the Olympic?
I think there was an accident on the Olympic. Yes.
Yes.
Where it had it damaged on the bottom.
Yeah, it was damaged by the SS Imperator.
So, Legend has it,
or yeah, it was damaged.
the owner goes and buys an insurance policy on the Titanic upon its arrival, switches the name on the ship, then lets it set sail and invites all his fucking rich ass.
And then it sinks.
That's one. And then this person is associated with J.P. Morgan. And then they later on go and buy fucking every bank right afterward. They didn't want to do
all the banks of all the people of the family. That's what I'm saying.
Of all the people that fucking died on the Titanic, dude.
Generational wealth was stolen from those people. That I do remember reading, being like, well, that's weird.
There's also another really eerie conspiracy. This one's more...
I can't wait. Dude, we got to make this movie.
There's one of this cursed statue, which it goes back from like Egyptian times. And every time someone has been in contact with it, they're cursed, like something bad happened. So the very last time it was ever in contact with anyone, it was being shipped because someone bought it and it was on the Titanic. That's another interesting.
What if that was like the first thing everyone saw when they walked in the Titanic room and everyone touched it, and that's why like it's like I'm just gonna get rid of all.
Oh my god, dude. Anyway, good. Okay, so best actor that year, Robert Duvall is nominated for The Apostle. Peter Fonda for Yuli's Gold.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Dustin Hoffman for Wag the Dog.
I just talked about that movie the other day to somebody.
I've never seen it.
Well, because it's about there's like a scandal in the White House, so they hire these Hollywood people to come make a fake war, and I was like, sounds familiar.
Yeah,
like
Argo.
No. Well, yeah.
Oh, you mean it sounds like what's going on right now? Yeah. No, but Ben Affleck did that movie, right? Argo. It's like basically the same thing.
Yeah, kind of. That one's a true story.
Wag the Dog. That was a true story. Yeah. Wag the Dog is not a true.
No. It
Allegedly.
plays. No, it's wow. We know that the news media does report in the way that the government does tell them.
So is it good though? Wag the Dog.
If you like, it's mostly like a black comedy type satirical thing, making fun of like how the media does control the narrative, especially from the government. It's interesting. And at the time, people were like, haha, no one would ever do that. It's like, okay.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
It sounds like maybe something I would enjoy.
It's pretty good.
Jack Nicholson is nominated for As Good as It Gets, and Matt Damon is nominated for Good Will Hunting.
Robbed.
And it goes to Jack Nicholson though.
Yeah.
Jack
Nicholson's great.
As Good as It Gets is the one with Meryl Streep,
and he has the dog and all this. It's like it's okay.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I fucking love Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, same.
But, however, if he's not, it's a shorter list if I tell you like this. If it's a comedy or romantic comedy, I don't like Jack Nicholson in those movies. Yeah. I want to see him playing insane. I want to see him a criminal. I want to see him a war veteran or hero. Yeah. I don't want to see him, playboy, chick flicky Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, because it's not who we're used to seeing. I mean, we're used to seeing him as Major. What was his name? Dang it, the Tom Cruise movie where he does the line speech.
I think it's ridiculous that this movie even gets mentioned in an Oscar nomination. I love Jack Nicholson. I'm sorry. This movie shouldn't even... A Few Good Men. Yeah.
He does the best speech ever in that entire film.
That I could see. But this, As Good as It Gets, shouldn't even have been discussed at the Academy.
It's not. It maybe was a pity thing. Did he win for any?
Then why don't you nominate Jack Nicholson for anger management while you're at it? You know what I mean?
The worst.
So I will say
the worst Adam Sandler movie and the worst Jack.
I've never seen these other ones, but I wish Matt Damon won.
Yeah, same.
Supporting actor, yay! Robin Williams won for Good Will Hunting. He went up against Robert Foster, Anthony Hopkins for Amistad. Yeah. Is it good?
It's boring. Okay. It's okay. I mean, it's not a bad movie.
Burt Reynolds in Boogie Nights.
Dude, but come on, bro. Like, he was amazing. And I mean...
Helen Hunt won for As Good as It Gets.
Yes. And Greg Kinnear was also, I believe, nominated
and she beats Kate Winslet.
Yeah, dude, come on, bro.
And why is Leonardo DiCaprio not even nominated? So that's a really good question right there. It frustrates me so much that Leonardo DiCaprio does not win an Oscar until
He gets mauled by a bear.
Revenant. Yeah, until Revenant, which
He
is
gets
a great
mauled by a
movie. It's not his best movie.
Not at all.
I mean, he was nominated for Gilbert Grape, supporting, but
Right.
no nomination for Best Actor in Titanic. He should have been in there instead of As Good as It Gets. So,
Well, I think, okay, so for leading or support, yeah. Well, okay,
or even the mom from Titanic is not nominated for supporting actress.
Yeah. I think, where's the old lady nominated?
Um,
Do we even know who that is? Does anyone know who the old lady actually is? Is it actually
she
Kate
could be
Winslet
Gloria
wearing a thing?
Stewart, because that is a person that was nominated for supporting actress from Titanic. Is that the mom? Is that the heavy lady who's on?
No, I'm talking about the old woman.
I
that
know,
tells the
but I'm
story.
saying, who is Gloria Stewart? Is she the old lady, or is she the mom, or is she
I don't know. Let's find out.
the heavy lady?
Let's find out. She is. Oh, dude, she's the old lady from, I believe, from Billy Madison too, or The Wedding Singer as well, if I remember right. At least it looks like her.
Gloria Stewart?
It looks like her. Hold on.
Let me see too.
I think she does the voice for it.
Because I probably know the Titanic better, so I'm going to tell you who she is.
I think she is the old lady.
Let me see.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she's she's
the old lady from the Titanic, Gloria
Yeah.
Stewart. She was nominated. She does not win. It goes to Kim Basinger for LA Confidential.
great movie though.
Should I add it to my list?
Do you like like drama cop kind of movie stuff?
Sometimes.
I
Depends.
think if I'm remembering the right one, LA Confidential, if I'm remembering that movie correctly, let me double check. I believe it has Russell Crowe in it, if I remember correctly, and Guy Pearce. Yes, it's a good movie. Yes.
It's good? Okay, I'm gonna add it.
Yeah.
And then Best Director, Full Monty, Good Will Hunting, LA Confidential, Sweet Hereafter, the Titanic won. James Cameron won for the Titanic Best. I can see that. That is a huge production.
It's a huge one, and it was
not
like
an easy thing
years
to
in the making,
direct.
too. And if you know the story behind it, it took them forever to get funding and stuff for it because they were like, "Come on,
Yeah,
a
I know.
movie about a scene? Are you kidding me?" Now, if you brought that to me today and I had to be a movie, I'd be like, "Nah, dude." Okay, does the ship? Is there like superheroes on the ship?
Yeah.
Like,
Does the ship turn
Aquaman
into
show up?
a
Yeah.
transformer?
A robot? Does it transform? Yeah. Is there a shootout on there? No. Okay. I mean, there was a shootout on Titanic. I mean, it's 2 minutes of the film,
Yeah.
but like there is a shootout, so to speak.
Do I need to be aware of the Full Monty?
No, it's a funny movie, but it's not. I mean, you can go watch it. I mean, it's funny. It's a British movie, so I don't know if you like British comedies. It's about these dudes who like I think they're trying to raise money, so they do like a Chippendales striptease act. So if you like Chris Farley doing the Chippendales act, like it's like that. But it's a British movie, so there's very much British humor and stuff like that.
I'll look into it and make the call. It's going to come down to if I can stream it for free or not. That's what it's going to come down to. But from this year, I'm going to add to my list LA Confidential. And what was the other one you said?
That
was it. LA Confidential. That's what you said.
I said The Usual Suspects too, but I think it was for last year.
That was last year, yeah. So for this year, I'm going to do. I'm going to add LA Confidential, and
it's a good movie.
I may check out the full
Wag
Monty.
the Dog. Wag the Dog was the other
one. And Wag the
Dog.
Dog, that's right.
Wag the Dog, that's right.
And just for the fuck of it, I'm probably going to watch Good Will Hunting.
I know, it makes me want to go watch it too. I'm like, man.
Well, thank you, dude. That's it.
Yeah.
We got to 98. So good stuff. Good stuff. I love the 90s. There's some good stuff there. Some good stuff that I should probably be adding to go check out. Add to my watch list, and I may even throw one on tonight. You never know. We'll see if I can find it anywhere.
Hopefully you can. I thought Wag the Dog was on Netflix if I checked.
Oh, really?
If I remember.
It also comes down to how long these things are.
Wag the Dog's not super long. I think it's like 98 minutes or something like that. It's not very. I'm gonna double.
Not that I wouldn't watch it if it's long. I just wouldn't be able to watch it on certain days.
It's 1 hour and 37 minutes.
Okay.
That's 97.
Is it on Netflix?
It is.
It should tell you right there.
It is not on. Wait, hold on. No, it doesn't appear to be.
What?
I thought it was for some reason, but I guess not.
No, you have to rent it.
Yeah, you have to rent it.
But it's like
It's
$2.99.
Amazon Prime, $2.99. Amazon Prime Video. I don't know if you have Amazon Prime, but
I-
it's Dustin Hoffman and Robert.
I
De
do,
Niro,
but
man.
it's not
a
on
great
Prime.
movie.
It's only $2.99. It's not free on Prime.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll check it out. All right, cool, sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me on, dude. We could talk about movies and stuff, and then now we all have learned something about Titanic and how the elites took over America by sinking all the other elites off the coast of I don't even remember where it was, but
Oh
in the
shit,
ocean.
crazy, right?
Yeah,
That
I remember
legit
that
has
being
merit.
a story. Yeah, well, no, I remember the story of being that was the largest loss of generational wealth ever at one time in America, and
one guy was there to swoop it all up.
one dude.
Yeah, who happened to be the guy that was like, "Oh, you know what? I'm sick. I'm not gonna make the cruise, guys."
Do you know who it was? Who the person is?
I think
Their
it is
name or
J.P.
no?
Morgan. If I could be wrong, it may be an associate of J.P. Morgan's in some way.
Wouldn't that be funny if the back of J.P. Morgan Chase is built on a giant criminal conspiracy where a man intentionally drowned all the other millionaires and billionaires he was friend with just so he could buy all their assets to be able to become the largest bank in America?
High probability, because the following week they were all like meeting about something that they didn't want to do, like had something to do with buying up real estate or something like that. That he ended up fucking buying it all.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at. I want to know. I'm gonna go look into this.
Go down the rabbit hole, bro.
I'm going to. I'm going to come back like J.P. Morgan killed America. You know, like
I might watch Jerry Maguire tonight. We'll see.
Yeah.
I got to edit episodes and stuff, so I usually
No
throw on
worries.
something I don't need to pay attention to.
Oh, Jerry Maguire's perfect then.
But I've never seen it though.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. All right.
So I might put on Good Will Hunting. Yesterday I watched Seven for the first time.
That's a great movie.
It was
What's
really
in the
good.
box? What's in the box?
It was really good.
Oh gosh, you're like, no, come on.
Disturbing.
Disturbing. It's
Yeah.
so good though.
Brad
So
Pitt,
good.
bro. It's
He
fucking
brings
great.
it, man. Well, that's the thing. Fight Club is so amazing because of him. Like, yes, Edward Norton is amazing in the movie. Don't get me wrong.
No, Edward
Love
Norton's in
Edward
it good. Is in
But,
it too.
but Brad Pitt brought that
Yeah,
movie to life. So, well, all right.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming on. Go ahead and knock off, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Later.
Later, bro. Thank you.
No problem. Bye.
Guys, James Creviston, he has a podcast called The Clean Comedy Podcast. Check it out. You can follow him on Instagram at The Clean Comedy Podcast, I believe it is, or just search Clean Comedy Podcast. And that's all, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. I sure as hell did. I sure as hell talked about these movies, especially as we're getting towards the late 90s. Some great stuff, man. Some great stuff. I feel like going and watching Good Will Hunting. So eventually, we're going to keep doing these until we get to the most recent Oscars that we just had, because I do have stuff to say about that. I think certain things they got it right, certain things they got it wrong. I 100% agree with the Best Supporting Actor from Coda. I 100% agree with that. I disagree with Will Smith winning, not because of the incident with him. I just don't think that was his best performance, and I think there were other performances that were better. Will Smith is always a great actor, but I don't think there was anything in that was more special than anything else we've seen him in. It was pretty basic Will Smith. I would have liked to see Javier Bardem win, because the Oscars rarely give it to a Latino, and I think that he did a wonderful portrayal, probably as good as you're ever going to see of Desi Arnaz. Very entertaining. But anyway, we'll get to it, guys. And of course, I'm going to keep having Homeschool Podcast guests and just solos of me talking and movies and all that stuff. And, build as we go. I hope that you guys are liking the current entertainment the content that I'm dropping, especially on my Instagram and YouTube. So please make sure you're subscribed to both, because all of my segments go there. The Movie Stash, which is what I told you about earlier. And I need you guys to vote for my list or Kevin's Bruce list. So make sure you're following me on Instagram at Augustino Zoida, or go to my YouTube channel, which is Homeschooled Entertainment. So check out my segments. I have the new one, Flavor City, where I am cooking in all the towns that I'm touring to. And by the way, I hope to see you guys at one of my upcoming shows. I have some LA dates. So if you guys are in the LA area and you never get to see me perform, which I hear a lot, there's opportunities to see me. I'll be in Vegas this weekend at the Stratosphere. And after that, at the end of the month, at April 30th, I'm at the Well Comedy Club. That's in Bakersfield, California. And May 15th, I'm in Detroit, Michigan. And then May 21st, I am filming my special at the Wine Festival in Paso Robles, California. So you can get tickets to all of this, plus more that I didn't mention that are already up on my website. Everything's there, guys. I'm coming to a city near you. I mean, I'm coming back to Folsom, California. In June, I'm coming back to Lincoln and Omaha, Nebraska in September. I already got stuff on the calendar, guys, and it's only more going to come. So please come and see me live. AugustinoComedian.com or HomeSchooledPod.com. HomeSchooledPod.com. Click on tour. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Can't wait to the next one. And be safe. Have a safe weekend. Take care of each other. Stay cool. I'm Augustino Zoida. Please come back here, hit subscribe, and come back here where we document the journey here at Homeschool Podcast. Peace. Homeschool Podcast.
Homeschool.
The Homeschool Podcast. Why? Because he was homeschooled.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't want to do that at all.